Throwing on first down is Murray. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down. Murray, this one caught by Isabella. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Murray now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Guys, man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Strip that ball. Hey, check Michael Allen.
Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Target. 57, Mike 57. 47. You think you want to get this?
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Murray flushed out right, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Murray. Steps from, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
There we go. 57 to Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Check right. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check three.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jordan Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the up. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Johnson was the intended receiver. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get off the field. Hey, kill. 27, 26.
Prescott to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half. But here's an onside kick. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Elliott looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This is Elliott. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott on first down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Come on, let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All day, dog. Watch the eye.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Crash. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Looking to throw. Prescott letting one fly, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Cooper was the target there.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Check, watch the before.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. They go to Elliott again. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Check Michael Allen. Hey, check Michael Allen. Watch the screen. 47. Watch the screen.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this week.
On 1st down, Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
57 Mike 57.
Stay with you.
Here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that forgot.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals.
What's poppin', cool?
Andy Isabella with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Where you come from, Jay?
Prettier than a well-executed post route.
I'm just chilling.
It's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that.
Hey, did they go look at my stream and tell me how to beat some defense and never seen none, bro?
After to get it to the end zone.
I'm not on my phone. Who you playing?
That nigga that had 80 last night, he ain't want to take the course. The nigga wanted to replay it to try to get the fucking 80 points back. Like, I was gonna let that shit happen.
About set for this next
I'll go
drive
back
by
and
the
watch the stream.
Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it
that,
right
bro. I'm
now,
trying
but
to
that
turn my
shouldn't be a
girl into an Apex
surprise. Defense has the lead.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shit, my friends in college, some niggas playing Fortnite. That shit's some fucking mid, bro. That's some fucking mid,
Cards
dude.
get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
She go to
Man,
UTSA?
it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks
As in
now
North
that they've given
Carolina?
up in this contest so
UNT.
far.
UNT.
Oh, my boy, I thought I heard a C.
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything
But
goes
goddamn,
haywire
boy.
late at night.
Throwing
I'm
on
ready
2nd and
for
long.
my
Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll get
Yeah,
up to
Fortnite ain't even.
the 43-yard line.
I don't know what Fortnite is now.
14 back.
Bro, it's for
Leads
bums,
him to
bro.
3rd down.
I ain't gonna lie, right now, Fortnite's full of bodies, bro.
With a quarterback like that,
I know that's what I
know.
heard. Like, you
So
usually get
she got her
players.
first solo dub today, bro. She's like, I'm out this shit. I'm nice at this one. I said, yo, I played with you. I literally played with you last night, and I had 11 kills, and we didn't win. You're not doing shit.
but it misses the target, incomplete.
She sounded like moves when he was playing Apex on PC there in the first couple games. I got 4 dubs in a row. Ooh. I just,
Nigga playing straight bots, I ain't gonna lie.
There's no, like, It's everybody sucks until you get to the last squad, and that's how it is on Fortnite. Like everybody sucks.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yo, like, do you think I'm good? I said, well, I'm competitive, so I'm not gonna tell you. I said, do you think you're better than me? Not yet. No. Do you think you're better than me? No. I said, I'm not good at Fortnite, but everybody else on this hoe fucking sucks. Like when we used to play that hoe, and niggas is everywhere.
Nah, that shit used to be lame, bro.
Come on,
like about blocking out.
Come on.
Them motherfucking build battles, boy.
You shoot a nigga one time, he got a mansion on top of his head.
Bro, I could just, bro, I remember, bro, like, bro, remember when they first added Paradise Homes, bro?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh
we in the smoke, nigga, first land. These niggas have bouncing around on balloons, bro.
You remember that spot me, you, and DeSalle used to drop, bro?
At the top?
At that fucking gas station, bro. Like right in between. Or like right outside of retail.
Yeah, right by retail. Yes, bro. That was the spot, bro.
That was goated. Niggas getting gold assault rifles,
bro. Yeah, every time, bro. That shit, yeah, Fortnite used to be cool, bro.
Used to be dumb live now, bro. Now niggas, half the map underwater, the circle is water.
Bro, like, bro,
sharks be hunting you down and eating your loot. Like, nah, bro. Like,
did you just say a shark eating nigga loot, bro?
Nigga, if it bites you, it'll take the gun that you have out. and then if you spill the shark, bro, all the loot that he stole over the whole game be in the nigga.
Bro, I seen the shark break a nigga whole beard, bro, in the box saying take a mini shark come through, bite that up, bro, fall in the water.
Bro, we pulled up on a team. I start getting shot from behind. I built up a tower, right? I'm 3 levels up. Bro, all of a sudden, my whole 2 floors underneath me gone. Shark got my legs in his mouth. Took my assault rifle out my hand. All I got is a grenade.
I seen this shit happen to Dr. Lupo, bro. Building up in the deal fight. Shark come through, break shit down, get no keep.
No.
I mean, I seen like in that last circle, it be sharks everywhere because there's so much water, but I think it's be everywhere. Motherfucking shark is just swimming around.
And it's so deceiving, bro, because you'll fuck up literally every single person you see till the end of the game, and then that's when all the niggas who used to play Fortnite, them niggas come out, bro. They build sharp edits, sharp as fuck.
I know those. I remember towards like when we were like really good at Fortnite. Them last battles took like 10 minutes.
D-Day, bro. I was just going through my old videos. You remember when the balloons first got first dropped, bro? I'm talking about the first day they dropped. I put them hoes on, heavy sniper. Boom,
bro. That was the only reason I was still playing Fortnite was for that.
That heavy sniper, you get that hoe shoot somebody, it's rough.
Nigga.
It's rap, bro. It's
rap,
bro.
Them niggas used to hide the balloons from me, bro, cause that first day I used them hoes, them hoes was going fucking crazy.
Bro, it's crazy, cause I remember like they had and put the balloons in and they put the little porta fort in, bro. And what it's called, the porta, it was like the porta.
Yes.
So I remember like
a nigga had thrown that hoe down.
He threw it.
I threw the balloons on her. Boom, sniped 2 of them niggas off on one jump.
I remember that shit. Cause I remember like bro got it and then we was shooting at him and he threw it. And then we was like, what the fuck? And then I looked at this nigga Chase. Boom.
That nigga DeSalle, he said, oh shit, Chase. I'm saving cool for you, bro. Boom, took one head off. Another one before I even came back down.
But yeah, that shit was like the balloons was really cool until the niggas started playing like straight hoes.
Nigga, that shit was so fun.
Oh yeah,
that shit was so fun.
You for sure get your ass straight off a balloon. For sure. If a nigga know what they're doing, you can pop right off that hoe.
I don't care, that hoe was fun.
That was fun. It was definitely good.
Them hoes were fun as fuck. Or, when they implemented that new shit, bro, where, the fucking stones, he was running around like a fucking superhero.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
I forgot what they called them hoes. Damn, I forgot it.
I'm about to call those pop rocks or some shit. It was some rocks.
I used to do them niggas. I used to do niggas so dirty with them hoes. Cause I'm talking about you moving so fast. Like,
yes, bro. You moving double your speed and you jumping high and you not taking no fall damage.
I'm telling you, man, I used to love that shit.
And the decision to just kick the extra point.
Because niggas couldn't run. Like, if niggas was in there, you couldn't run.
Nah, that shit was fun.
We used to chase niggas on Fortnite. We used to chase niggas down on Fortnite.
We hunt niggas down. Hunt niggas down.
Bro.
While we hunt niggas down, niggas hunt us down.
Niggas hunting, bro.
That shit was hectic in that field, boy.
The third party on Fortnite was bad, but it's nothing compared to
Apex. There's nothing that touches the Apex.
It's third party, bro. Like, it's nothing, bro.
We get more than third party on Apex.
Yeah.
I'm saying you that, bro. We was in our groove, bro. Can we get back on, bro? We ain't get to finish shooting, bro. You
I mean, Del Sol went to go work out and never got back on.
I'm right here. Let's go.
I'm just saying, like, Del Sol literally was like, I'm being back. Like, I went to go eat. Just watching TV.
The more I listen to the Pop Smoke album, bro, the more I'm loving that.
Yeah, how cool. It's for so cool.
Thousands vibes, and it's giving me that hot shit. 40!
The Cardinals going to use the first of their time. It's just the first. They've got 2 more to use.
When I heard that, I was bust out last night.
I really can't even talk about this shit, my nigga.
Yeah.
That should be having me weak.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
This my thing of grapes that I'm on.
Wow.
Plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute
what rank are you,
Chase? Supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Oh, we can't run rank, though.
Moved away from him. In this case,
we can run regular.
the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
You run some regular?
I
do what I was
Y'all niggas be running without me.
Nah, my game got 21 seconds left. But you guys probably start again.
Nah, I'm waiting.
The Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them.
It's crazy because even Steve's goal.
I know, because I helped him get the goal. And the only person that I've played ranked with this season is Steve.
DeAndre Hopkins, his 26th touchdown.
And I'm carrying him to getting him up his rank. Like,
oh, look at this. What the fuck?
What they drop?
I'm liking that little bundle they added with the skin.
Who the bundle?
Oh, you talking about in the...
It's called the Newcomers bundle.
Yeah.
It's Octane, Revenant, Crypto, and Lifeline. I'm not Lifeline.
That Crypto, that Octane.
I was just beating this nigga. It was just tied up 23-23. Now, bro, 47-23.
Both of them Crypto and Octane.
I gotta keep paying attention to the game, bro.
I'm sitting on 2280 worth of crafting material.
Oh, what you gonna get? Really, you can get 2 things. Almost.
I know. I'm trying to wait for the store to update.
Oh, with the shit. Oh wait, 1 day for 2 days. So like Friday and Saturday.
So after it's over, you're gonna go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're gonna make up for it.
Man, I got so many of them damn legend tokens, bro. This shit is
21 and 2nd and 10.
Nigga almost got 150,000 of them legend tokens.
I was about to say, I only got 50,000 of those.
Oh my god, 150K, bro. Cause you can't, you drop, can't use them, man, dude.
I need to play this shit. Cause I be playing this whole but like y'all niggas be playing so much ranked so like early that I never have anybody to play with. I've been playing ranked by myself for like the past 2-3 days.
I mean, I think probably you just